All right, so the MLB draft was tonight, and in most years, people don't, myself included, don't really watch the MLB draft because it's usually not really televised on big channels, and it's kind of just boring because you see players that probably won't even be on the field for like 4 or 5 years. However, this year they kind of made it more exciting. It was televised better, it looked better, it looked more aesthetically pleasing, like it looked more like the other drafts, like the NBA and the NFL. So I liked watching it a lot better. So, interesting story. The A's drafted a guy with the number 25th pick in the draft named Max Muncy. And, first I was confused. I was like, wait, Max Muncy is on the Dodgers. We did draft a Max Muncy, but now he's on the Dodgers. And no, it's a different one. Coincidentally, they have the same birthday. Like, what are the odds of that? They have the exact same first name and last name and the same birthday. And it's funny because the first Max Muncy was drafted by the A's, and the A's, gave him to the Dodgers, and now he's just crazy. He got a walk-off homer tonight. He's a great player, and so I kind of regret the A's, trading him. But so they got Max Muncy, the younger version, I guess, shortstop from Thousand Oaks High School, so he is a California native, which is good. He is committed to Arkansas, University of Arkansas, but he is expected to agree to the A's for about $2.85 million, so pretty decent contract, which is actually slightly over the average for the number 25 pick, which is kind of interesting because the A's usually don't spend more money than they have to. So I don't think there's gonna be any question that he won't. I think he's gonna sign for sure. I don't think there's any question he will. Or will not. So I think that's good. But yeah, the current one in the MLB, Max Muncy on the Dodgers, the A's drafted him in 2012. But, it's kind of funny. They're about a dozen years apart in age, which is kind of interesting. So in terms of his grades, his hit power is about 55. His hit in general is 50. Which is, I guess, pretty average for, a young guy like this. I don't think it's, something to be critiquing because he's such a young player that's probably going to develop in the minor leagues and in college because he's only 18. He's still got to go through college. He's still got to do the minor leagues. And so I think this will be good because the A's draft well. They might not be good at trading, but they draft well. They drafted Chapman. They drafted all these stars that are homegrown in this organization. And also last year they got Tyler Soderstrom last year, and he's completely thriving. He was in the futures game. So I think, I'm happy with this. I don't have any opposition to Max Muncy. And hopefully this Max Muncy can turn out like Max Muncy on the Dodgers because that would be great. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this pick. And yeah, see you guys later. Go A's.